Tragedy into a life-saving tool. 21-year-old Isabella Thallas was murdered 5 years ago in Denver. Now her best friend is trying to expand and raise awareness about a critical lifeline. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 6. I'm Jessica Porter.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Now, Thallas was killed just walking her dog with her boyfriend, Darian Simon, in the Ballpark neighborhood. This was June 2020. Michael Close yelled at the couple about their dog defecating outside his apartment building, and he shot them. Now, Simon survived. Close was convicted of murdering Thallas. He's now serving life in prison.
5 years later, Thallas's friend is in search for a solution to put a stop to violence before it even starts.
Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter sat down with her to talk about the upcoming launch of a national violence prevention hotline.
Bella was one of the best friends anybody could have.
Isabella Thallas was Gabrielle DeSigiu's best friend growing up.
She was really the good that this world desperately needs.
Bella was shot and killed back in 2020 by a man inside of an apartment as she and her boyfriend were walking by with a dog. The shooting made national news and caused a great deal of pain for Bella's friends and family.
Remember the headline, like, girl killed over dog poop? Like, it wasn't over dog poop.
Headline after headline focused on the cause of the shooting being an argument, including our own headlines at Denver 7.
This man did not become homicidal suddenly because he was seeing a dog, given a command to go potty. We're fixating on a reason, but really there's no reason whatsoever to commit violence. We have to shift it to what were the warning signs? How could we have prevented this?
Preventing violence. That's what inspired Gabrielle to seek out what's available to help people who feel homicidal. She discovered the National Violence Prevention Hotline.
I realized they're not 24/7. They're not up and running yet. They don't have the funding to do that. I realized that if this hotline had existed at the time on a widespread mass scale where it was well known, maybe this man that killed her could have called this hotline at the time and gotten the help he needs.
She teamed up with a nonprofit, launched fundraisers, and helped gather a team of counselors and volunteers to make this a reality. The hotline will give mental health support and resources, or in some cases, send emergency help if there's an imminent threat.
Failing to provide support to homicidal people or those who are contemplating violence is failing to save innocent lives.
The National Violence Prevention Hotline is expected to launch the first week of June and could ultimately prevent some headlines from ever being written.
I think that she'd be proud and that she would be thankful that we're really, remembering her in a way that she deserves to be remembered and thinking about her case in a way that we really need to think about it from a preventative standpoint.
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
And when that hotline launches next week, it's going to run just on limited hours. The nonprofit has a funding gap, but hopes to eventually raise the money to make this thing 24/7. If you're interested in donating, we have a link to do so on Denver7.com. Just look for this story.